Hey, Dr. Jill here from Wellness and Nutrition Center, and this is our first installment of Dr. Jill's Pearls. And today we're going to start with water because it's one of our foundational things. So grab your pen and paper and your Bible, and let's get started. So water is mentioned 722 times in the Bible, and it represents life. It was created on the first day, and it's very important for every single cell and tissue in the body. So I'm going to just tell you a few things that you might not know about water. The other stuff you can look up. But water is one of the things about chiropractically, the disc, the little spongy thing in between each vertebrae, that's the last thing to rehydrate, and it's the first thing to dehydrate. So that kind of tissue, a lot of people have joint pain, back pain, and it's really just from being dehydrated because that tissue isn't filling up. And you're actually tallest in the morning when you first get up because those jelly donuts have refilled and now they're full of more fluid. So drink your water. Magnesium regulates your hydration status. So if you're low on magnesium, it's because of being more dehydrated. And you're going to get things like muscle cramps, Charlie horses, women will get menstrual cramps. So remember, water and magnesium kind of go hand in hand. Dehydration will also mask itself like hunger, and you're going to crave sugar when actually what the body's really asking for is water. And when you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated, but when you're thirsty, the brain tells you to drink something. So, you have a gulp or two of water and you think, oh, I'm not thirsty anymore. It takes about 120 minutes for water to get absorbed in the system. It's going to first get absorbed in the stomach. That's why it's not a great idea to drink a lot of water with your food, because the water will kind of sit there with the food. It won't really get absorbed. So, but then from the stomach, it goes into the small intestine, and that's where it'll get absorbed into the bloodstream. And it will get reabsorbed in the large intestine when it's going to be leaving the body. So the large intestine will help reabsorb that electrolytes and water to bring it back into the system. And if you have not enough water, then you're going to be constipated because there's not enough fluid in the fecal tissue and it gets hard. And if you have too much water in that, that's going to be more like a diarrhea. But the body knows what to hold and what to keep. And if that water is too dirty, the body might sometimes say, get rid of it quickly. So that's actually good. Chronic diarrhea, not good. But occasional like that, getting rid of that water. And think about it. Suppose like you had a sink full of water and you put a dirty pair of jeans in there. The dirt comes off into the water. Now the water itself is dirty. And so you don't want to keep washing things with that dirty water. That's the same thing with this. So if we don't replace the water in our body, we're going to continue to keep using and reusing the same water. Then we don't detox as well. So it's important for that as well. I think it's pretty amazing that the skin is, even though it's 65% water, is water resistant. And so think about it. We can go swimming, you can take a bath, we can wash our hands 100 times, and I hope you're all washing your hands 100 times, but you never absorb any of that water into your body. And I just think that's an amazing thing how the body was made. The more muscles you have, the more water you can hold. The more fat you have, the less water you can hold. So it is best to drink cooler water because it helps to speed up your metabolism. And it also, people always ask me about, can I put lemons or cucumbers or something like that in my water? And yes, you can. However, you have to make sure your fruit and vegetables are very clean because there could be pesticides on that. It could be dirty, it could have bacteria. So those you have to make sure are cleaned by you before you put them into your water. Also, the plastic water bottles. I'm not a big fan of those. They are disposable for a purpose. So yes, we can have them for traveling, for going to places. But as a general rule, I don't like drinking out of plastic water bottles because the phytoestrogens in the plastic get into the water as well as the plastic gets into the water. And then you bring that into your body. So we should use those on occasion when we need to, and then use them only one time. Don't freeze them and don't heat them either because that'll get more plastic into the water. So that's that. As far as the homeopathics, people always ask, should I put it in my water or this? Homeopathics, just for a general rule, are always best absorbed under your tongue because it gets right into your bloodstream and we bypass the whole digestive tract. So that's the best way. But you can put them into water and it energizes the water. So now the whole water, and every time you take a sip, is just got a higher vibration. Herbs, on the other hand, so the cores like cat's claw or olive leaf or sambucus, those are more medicinal. And so those you're going to want to put in a little bit of water or a little juice and drink those quickly. You can put them in your water that you're going to drink throughout the day, but remember, that's the kind that we want to get in quickly. Homeopathics are best over time. So that's that. I always say as soon as you wake up, you've gone 8 hours without drinking, you should drink at least 8 ounces of water as soon as you get up. So I'm going to challenge you all to, if you're not used to drinking water, really try to increase your water by at least 8 to 12 ounces. So if you're used to drinking 24 ounces, try to get it up to 36. Yes, they say an average way to do it is take half of your body weight. But remember, if you're doing more activity and you're sweating more, then you need more water. If children are running around more, they might need some. If you're pregnant, nursing, or if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated, so then you'll need some. So my verse and challenge for that is out of the book of Psalm, and it is Psalm 104, and that is the whole chapter I would encourage you to read, but the verse specifically is 13 and 14. So from your lofty abode, you water the mountains. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your work. You cause the grass to grow for the livestock and plants for man to cultivate. That he may bring forth food from the earth. So everything needs water, and so we must be drinking our water, especially now. So here's my joke. So what are 2 reasons why you shouldn't drink toilet water? Number 1 and number 2. Okay. All right. So in your gratitude journal, remember there are 2.1 billion people that don't have clean drinking water, and we have multiple sources of water in our home. We have laundry units, we have dishwashing units. So conserve your water, be thankful for your water, and drink your water. Okay. So keep your hands off your face and stay healthy, be kind to one another, and live your life well. See you next time.